Hey guys, it's a close game, which I would much rather have a close game. I want my Chiefs to win, but I'd much rather have a close game. It's more fun to watch, I think. What about you guys? So, interesting day today. I literally sat on the bleachers at a wrestling tournament all day. And then we drove home because it was quite a distance to the wrestling tournament. And then we went over to my mom's and started the game. And then I ran over here, not literally because it was like 50 or 60 today, but we were stuck in the gym all day long, so I didn't even get to enjoy it. But tons of snow melted. So I figured if I physically ran from my mom's to my house, then I would have mud splatter all up and down my back. So I didn't end up doing that. I just drove the easy way. I do have the game going on, so if you see me peek or if the Chiefs score, you better put something in the comments so I can see it. Hopefully the comments are working today. Hop on here and say hi, because I'm getting nervous already that I'm not seeing anything, and so it's not a good sign, guys. So because it's the big game, you're not supposed to say that word. Oh, I can see it, Nancy. Yay. But because it's the big game, I will not be invoicing you tonight, okay? I want to watch the game. So I will invoice you tomorrow for your item and for shipping. It will get invoiced probably before 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, okay? Yay, comments are working this time because that makes my life so much easier. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. I have a lot of things, but I don't have a crazy amount of things like we did. Oh, and the other thing that I was going to tell you was, in addition to being at the wrestling tournament all day, my sister just texted my mom, and one of my little nephews broke his arm, both bones, today because he was jumping off of their playhouse. So she lives in Kansas City, and she is sitting in the ER or wherever with the orthopedic surgeon, dealing with my nephew. So first thing up, we've got these ginormous Valentines, okay? You've got 3 of them, a bunny, a couple, some kitties, and some pandas. They have different signatures on the back, but other than that, they are just plain. There isn't really anything on them. This one does say made in the USA. I can see that. So we're going to call these the Big Valentines. And for the 4 Big Valentines, it's $16. So $16 on the 4 vintage Valentines. Then we have another vintage Valentine bundle. And these are also really big. But we are going to call these the moving bundle because here she can move her little basket, he can move his little hat and his whole body really, and this one has a signature on the back as well. Meet me halfway and be my Valentine there in Lover's Lane. This one's got a little kitty on it, and the bed comes out into an accordion style. The back of it also has a little stand on it so you can actually see the Valentine. Then we've got a circus one. This one has a little bend here and over here, but this one is also a moving one. You've got the clown moving. What's he doing? Hitting another clown. The poodle is wagging its tail and the horse is moving. So this one is quite the movable one. Then this one, please take my heart that goes kerflop with the delicious candy pop. So this one was made Rosin Company, Providence, Rhode Island, but there is a little pop out here that you would put your Tootsie Pop or sucker in. So you're getting that one as well. So these are the movable set. Also large Valentines, and you're getting these 4 movable ones is $20. So make sure if you want the Valentines, you say either the big or movable so I know which bundle you want. Okay, I just picked this up. Still's got some nice dust on it. It's Lincoln Varnish. I know there are a lot of people that collect things with presidents on them. Oh yeah, Christy, go Chiefs. Is it still 10 to 10? Lincoln Varnish. So this would look good sitting on a shelf with some of your Lincoln prints or other presidents. It does still have some varnish in it, so probably I'm going to need to empty that out to ship it. Wasn't thinking about that when I grabbed it, but the label's pretty good intact. There is a little bit of a ding up here, but I mean, for being something old, it's in great condition. On our Lincoln bottle, it is about 7.5, 7 3/4 inches tall, and it is $15. So $15 on the varnish. So you can pick it up locally. You just need to tell me that you want to pick it up. Or, and this baby's farm fresh with some cobwebs on it, or I can ship it to you. And if I ship it, if I don't already have your email address and zip code, then I am going to need that. And just a little side note, I don't really think that I need to say something like this, but if you leave me hanging more than a couple of times, then you're just getting blocked from my site, which really pissed one lady off. But if you numerously tell me that you're going to pay for something and then you don't pay for it, but I've held it for you, that's not good. So it's one thing if you say, hey Brooke, I can't buy this right now or anymore, or change my mind. But when you leave me hanging, I don't like that. So we've got this cultivator, hoe, plow, hand plow. Width is about 9 inches, and then the other direction, you're looking at probably 9, little over 9 maybe at the largest. This is farm fresh. I just got it. I would probably clean it a little bit, and then I would just spray it with a clear sealer. You could hang it on the wall just like this and do coats. You could do necklaces from it. You could do something cute with a little kid pair of bib overalls and put it in your laundry room. So lots of options, and you could just stand it up too. I'm not sure, I think it's too bent, but a lot of times on weird stuff like this, you can have it hold your plates and be a plate holder. So that should give you an idea maybe for some of the things that you have. On our hand plow, this thing is $15. Well, hi Janet, thanks for watching. We got some Delaware on here. Okay, next up we have a wooden spoon bundle, okay? This is probably the neatest shape one, which the lighting is not gonna change. There we go. It's pretty raw, like it doesn't have a finish on it. And the lights just keeps changing, but it's pretty, it looks hand done. How about that? The rest of them, I really just tried to grab an assortment, and I tried to grab ones that are different heights. A couple of these have some different markings on the bottom. And of course that light one, because of the light, is not gonna ever even show. Let's see if I go like this. So these are all different heights. So when you stick them into a vase or a crock or a bowl or whatever, they're automatically going to look good without you trying to adjust them. So I tried to pick a bundle that looks good together. So you're getting 5 wooden spoons, and it's the bundle, $25 on the wooden spoons. All right, Jennifer wants the hand plow. All right, next up we have this, probably a classroom project, derby car, probably a shop class project. I know I still have my husband's, it's sitting down on a shelf. So finding a bunch of these and having a little collection could be cool. You could use a command strip and hang it on the wall, set it on a shelf. This one actually has a little staple or something on the end. You could add some fishing line to that and hang it from that. The wheels still go. This one's in good condition. So on the car, it is about 10.5 inches long, and it is $15. So $15 on the wooden car. Okay, next up we have an old oil can. It's got a little bit of red paint left around it. You can see quite a bit of red paint here. Red on this top. This one has more white showing, and the bail handle is black. So great patina on this thing. I have not done anything to it, so you could easily clear coat it. If you clear coat it in matte, it's gonna look pretty much the same, or you can clear coat it with some kind of gloss on it as well. So it just kind of changes the look. On the oil can, if we just go to the top of right here, because that's easy, it's 10.5 inches tall, and on diameter, you're looking at about a little bit over 9 1/8 inch diameter on the oil can, and the oil can is $28. Every time I look, it's a commercial. Okay, then we have a larger wooden candlestick. I think at my lunch sale on Thursday, I had a very small little wooden candlestick holder. I'll have a lunch sale again on Thursday at noon if you guys want to come back and watch that one. Not as many people watch that one, so not as much sells, I don't think, so that would be a good time to watch the whole thing. So when we get done here, whatever doesn't sell live, I'll take a picture, quick little video of it, and put it into stories. So if you don't want to have to watch the whole thing, you just want to see what's available really quick, then you can just click through stories and check that out. So on the candlestick holder, you could see already probably that it was $10, and it's actually going to be 10 inches tall. So you can put eggs in this for Easter. You could glue a little saucer on here and have it be a platter for you. You could do a plate and then put a cloche or something on top of it. So you have lots of ways that you can repurpose candlestick holders, whether they're the wood ones, the brass ones, anything. Another nice thing for maybe your Easter plate, this is a silver. I'm going to call it a charger because I just think of it as going underneath another plate, but it has gold detailing all the way around the edge. So it isn't like super heavy. It's lightweight, but it has gold edging. So I've got a few of these that you could then put a plate over. There are four chargers. So you could do something like this and glue it to the stand and then put something on it. You could put these under a plate, and I don't think that there's any stamp on them, so there's just kind of the example of one of the backs. So you got 4 of these, and they're $15 each. Ooh, is it halftime? So we got $60 on the chargers. Let's see. Shelly wants the movable Valentines, and Julie wants the car. So Brittany, how it works is if you want something, you will just send me your email address and your zip code. Typically, I invoice you immediately for the item, and then again later, normally Monday morning for the shipping. But because it's Super Bowl, I'm just going to do both of them tomorrow morning. I'll invoice you here in Messenger in Facebook, and then you just follow the link. I use Square, and so then you would enter your credit card into Square, and then you have the ability to save, although we have found that half of the people it doesn't work for. I can see the last 4 digits of your number, and I can go ahead and charge your card if you want me to, if it doesn't automatically give you the option to just charge your card that's already on file. I don't know why it glitches, but I've had a few people tell me that it does glitch. So we've got this cabbage cutter for $20. It already has a nail hole. This side is already sealed. You can tell that this side, or maybe you can't tell, but this side is just raw wood. So hopefully that explains that. Yes, I love the Chiefs, but it's a lot of women don't really like the game, so they say it's a good time to go ahead and have a sale anyway. And then let's see, Shelly wants the large candlestick. Okay, for some reason I thought it said Valentines. Maybe I'm losing my mind. All right, so we have wooden ruler. This is a very common carpenter tool, but you can see that by changing it, you can do some crazy pattern above your window. You can have these line something. They can frame something. You can turn them into a star. So you can come up with all sorts of things that you can do with a ruler, okay? So I didn't quite get that to be the right shape, but you get the idea. So you could do this and frame around a mirror. You could put a couple of pictures inside of it, or like that hand plow and hang a couple of hose and different things in here. And then you can turn them into stars too, which I won't be able to do it super quick, but you get the idea, and then you can make a star this way as well, okay? So on this ruler, it is $15, and Wayne always wants to know the brand, and I probably should have looked before. All I can see is it says, oh, two-way, and then it says red end is the official patent. Lock joint, oil joints, says both of those things. Okay, so $15 on the ruler. Then I don't know about you, but I haven't ever seen a little bitty 8-ounce coffee can. And a lot of you would probably say the halftime show is the best thing. So I'm excited to watch J-Lo on the replay. So we got this little 8-ounce. The lid is the original lid, but this little guy is just cute. Put it with your coffee bar. And Folgers is $15, so $15 on that. The cabbage cutter was $20. $20 on the cabbage cutter. Okay, then we have this little Hopkins and Toll Science Lab. Has a glass dropper. I got a bunch of like beakers and stuff on my pick this week. So those will be getting shared maybe at the lunch break sale. $10 on this one. These are nice just to set out. 4 3/4 inches tall on our Hopkins Toll. Little bottle here. All right, since it's Chiefs playing today, we've got some Missouri road maps. A lot of people collect these, one, because of the oil company that's on them, or I've had a lot of people be really interested in the artwork because of the, age of the map and the artwork that comes with it. So you're getting 5 of these road maps for Missouri for $20. So $20 on the road maps. Okay, then we've got a blue bottle. This one is very light colored. It says Emerson Drug Company just here at the bottom, but you can see it's very transparent compared to like the Vicks Vapor Rub bottles or the thicker blue bottles. And then it has like an M with a circle on it at the bottom. There is still some white residue in there. You can kind of see that probably better from the bottom. And this blue bottle is $5, and it's about 5 inches tall. It's a little bit less than 5 inches. Then we've got another bottle. This one is syrup of figs, California Fig Syrup Company, San Francisco, California. And then it says syrup of figs again. So you could put something in here so that you could read the writing a little bit better. And because it has it on the side, you could lay it on its side, you could lay it up, or you could stand it up. And $10 on the syrup, fig syrup bottle. It is 7 inches tall. All right, then we have a stoneware bowl. This is just a dark brown. There aren't any chips or cracks to it that I remember. Western Stoneware Company is marked on the bottom. And I do have quite a few of these, and I think they look really good stacked. And then you can fill them with all sorts of things. So anything that you collect, like the croquet balls, or if you had a whole bunch of rulers, you could throw a bunch of rulers in there. You could keep your fruit in there or vegetables and do that on your counter. All kinds of things. So on the Western Stoneware Bowl, it is $20 and it is 8.5 inches in diameter. Then we have a drawer that I could not get open. So I just got it and I brought it in here. I can get this, probably not with my fingernail, but I could get this to turn, but it wasn't like unlocking it. And I listened to it a whole bunch to make sure there wasn't gonna be like $100 bills in there, but I don't hear anything in it. So I'm not sure if you'd be able to get it open or not. I messed with it for literally about 30 seconds to a minute and I could not, but it has a great handle on it. It would look great like this. You could stack stuff on it. I don't know if you could get into the inside or not. So on this olive drawer that is currently locked shut, it's about 13 3/4 inches long by 4 3/4. And I would say 4.5 going that way. So $20 on the locked metal drawer. Here, I better go back and pay attention. Thanks, Chas, for helping. 20 was right. All right, Jerry wants the blue bottle. Jerry wants the syrup bottle. Thanks, Bella. It does look like an old bank safe deposit. I'm not sure if it is or not because normally the keys are not on the top. Our keyholes are not on the top. All right, these are not old. These are new. These are just like salad tongs that have been painted and distressed. So you could put these in something. You could hang them on the wall with some command strips. I've seen cute things where they take like a clock in a dining room and have that be the plate. We'll use this lid. And then you have your silverware on each side of it, if it's proportional, which this is a pretty good proportion, and just kind of have it make it look like a plate and silverware. So that's an idea that you could use with these. So on the white solid salad tongs, $10 on those. So since I have the lid here, we'll go ahead and talk about the lid. So how I hung these was I literally just put a nail in the wall. I hooked these lids on it. I actually did it above the bathroom in my kids' room, kids' bathroom. And then I just used magnets to magnet different things onto the lids. So you're getting however many lids you want for $5. So you've got 1, 2, and 3. So 3 lids. $5 each, and they are going to be about 12 1/4 inches in diameter. And then you guys love the wheels. So we got a wheel. It's got some red paint on it. It is pretty heavy. It's probably off of a like radio flyer wagon. So you got red coloring on that side as well. You got an awesome little chrome hubcap here. It says Firestone on the rubber and 10 by 175. So I would say it's more like 9 3/4 in diameter, but it does say Firestone here. So $5 on that wheel. Then we have some planter plates. But these are an awesome shape. Again, spray some clear coat on these bad boys and hang them on the wall. Put them in your gallery wall. You could do all sorts of things with them. These have a great shape. They are 7 3/4 inch in diameter. and it is $10 for the pair. $10 on the pair of planter plates. All right, this little possibly sugar, it's pretty big, so I don't know if it is really a sugar. It has cracks like nobody's business on the bottom, but I still like it. It is $15. It's Alfred Meekin, and then it says Severn. You can kind of see here from the inside that there are lots of cracks. I had some, now I'm not going to think of what they're called, the fountain pens. I had a bunch of those displayed in here. You could do paint brushes in here. You could do rulers. You could do a plant, do some herbs, and put these in your windows. But if you like blue and white, then you would really like this one, I think, even though it's got the cracks. So $15 on that. All right, then we've got this copper funnel. It's not every day that you see a funnel that is copper. The patina on this is gorgeous. You could have it be up like this. You could put necklaces on it. You could put some feathers coming out of it. You could do some bracelets on it. I think these are magnet. You can magnet to copper. Nope. Copper is not magnetized, or that's not strong enough magnet. So you could do that. You could also just drill a little hole into it so that you could hang it on the wall, put a plant in it, do a few holes, and hang it on your porch. So you've got lots of options on this. I just love the patina. So you can see that the screen there on the bottom has been broken at some point. It's $45, and it's gonna be about almost 12 inches tall, and the diameter is about 10.5 inches in diameter. So $45 on the copper funnel. I'm sweating with my hat on and the slide on, and got long sleeves on. It was like 60 today, which is crazy. All right, next up we have this burlap sack. I'm not sure exactly what it said. I did not pay attention before I got on here. You got something USA, and then this says hooks. Says America and granular, so probably something with sugar if it says granular. United States, apple something, apple sulfite or something like that. That looks like some kind of an American tag. I would say the black stripe through it is basically marking it, designating it as something. But you could, during Christmas time, this is a great thing that you can put over your over your Christmas tree base and cover it up, a burlap sack. You could use clothespins and hang it. You could put a pillow in it and use it as a pillow, like out on your porch or deck. So the burlap strap or sack with the stripe on it is $15. And then we have another chunk of burlap. This one is also $15, and this one says Uptown Brand California Potatoes. So this one's got some good graphics on it as well. Again, I would just, you can do the clothesline if you want, because that makes, a statement, but you could also just take a clear thumbtack and thumbtack these to the wall, and that would look great also. Or like I said, you could fill it and put it in your kitchen in one of the corners or something. So $15 on that. All right, next up we have this silver bowl that has a base to it. The inside is not perfect. There's a little bit of discoloration going on here. To me, that doesn't matter because I would fill it with something anyway. You could do some green moss and a candle. Like I had that decoupage bunny. You could do a bunny in here for Easter. You could put your fruit in it. You could do any kind of display and just kind of accentuate it here in the bowl. $20 on the bowl, and there is a stamp, if I can get the lighting just right. Oneida maybe? I think it says Oneida. It says other stuff too, but I can't tell what it is. 10 inches in diameter and 5 inches tall. So $20 on the silver bowl. Next up, we have a pulley. This one, pretty much all of it is wood, except for this top piece is metal. This is wood, and so is the pulley part itself. It does still have Farm Fresh on it. It's dirty. There is a crack on this side. I feel like you can move it. So see, there's a crack. But this would look great. You could put a light on it, because really all that matters is this part. You could just set it on a shelf like this. You could hang it on your porch and hang a plant or whatever from it. So lots of options on your pulley. It's $35 and about 10 inches from top to bottom. All right, so Julie wants the planter plates. Anna wants the blue and white. Candace wants the copper funnel. Hi, Valerie. You have a bowl just like that. Awesome. Okay, so next up we have these round doorknob covers. Again, my lighting. This one has some awesome rust and chippy paint. We've got a pretty just brass one, a pretty rusted one with some black paint, and then another one that's kind of like a darker colored brass. So you could put all these on something, like on a board or something, throw them in a bowl, and you're getting 4 of the round door plates for $15. So $15 on the 4 round plates. Then I've got a couple of these, what would they be? Mail slots. This one obviously doesn't have this hinged part. Okay, on this one, it does still have the hinged part. So you can, keep the bugs and air out, I guess. They're both pretty rusty, but I'm sure you could come up with a neat way to repurpose these. So the 2 envelope slots are going to be $10. So $10 on the pair of those. Next up, we have 3 candlestick holders. And I shouldn't say candlestick holders, they're just candle holders, or really they're just architectural salvage. They would look good just like this. 3 of them, you're setting them up high, medium, low height. That's always a good design thing. You can tell that I braided my hair today on one side, and one side's curly, one side's straight. I feel like 2 people. So on these architectural salvage candle pieces, candle holders, the tallest one is about 12 1/4. We go down to about 9 1/2. Whoops. And then you're looking at about 8. And you've got $30 on these 3 pieces. So $30 on the architectural salvage. We've got a keno clock. The paper in there is a little bit wavy. It has an awesome stand to it. And I'm going to just say that the thing doesn't work. You can change the time. One of these things was the time. You can change the time, but I couldn't really find any way to wind it up, and I didn't spend a whole lot of time with it either. But I think that to wind it, maybe you could take the alarm turner off and thread it on there and get it to work. I did not try it. But you've got this keno clock, probably about, I can't even tell, 4.5 inches tall maybe. So we'll say 4.5 inches tall, and we're going with $15 on the keno clock. Next up, we have this awesome duck decoy. I mean, the patina on this is amazing. Looks like its beak maybe has seen better days, but it has great eyes and great coloring. It's the paper mache. Still 10 to 10. I didn't find any markings on them. Sometimes it will give a brand or whatever here on the bottom, but I didn't see anything. There is a little bit of a spot here where you could tie some fishing line If you wanted to hang it on the wall, I could see that being neat in a hallway. Otherwise, I would just probably set it on the shelf as is in a display, or this would be a nice neutral Easter even spring display for your tablescape. So $45 on this duck decoy, and we're gonna say about total length is gonna be around 12 inches, so about 12 inches long on the duck decoy. Right, then we've got a pair of brushes. This is actually the brush that I took a picture of for my website. And it does have a plastic handle. This one has a wood handle, but hanging some wide brushes just on a nail on the wall makes a great statement. You can throw them in a bowl or in a crock or something where you can see the different bristles. So $20 on the pair of brushes. The darker one is your bigger one, and it's about 10 3/4 long, and the blonder one is 10 inches long. So $20 on the pair of brushes. And then I shared earlier this week or last week the chocolate sunburst crate. That is the only side that it says anything on. So Jennifer, do you want both? Or Jennifer said pulley. Jennifer wants the pulley. I thought it said something else. The rest of the sides are just plain, although that one looks like it had some numbers on it faintly at one point. But you've got sunburst, 22 pounds, net, net, chocolate sunburst. So on the crate, we've got $30 on it. It has not been sealed or anything. It is very raw wood look, which I'm telling you is going to be the hot color. So 15 3/4 by 11 by 8.5 on that. Okay guys, so just as a reminder, I'll hop on stories and I'll share pictures of everything that's still available on stories. I will invoice you tomorrow morning with the item and for shipping. And go Chiefs for sure. So hopefully it's still 10 to 10. So when I get off of here, it's going to be like a good luck charm and we're going to score. And what else was I going to tell you? I don't know. So keep checking my post. I appreciate you guys and have a good night. Go Chiefs.